In the summer of 1992, the British Olympic team showed up to the Barcelona Games with a secret, not a new training method, not a banned substance, not a backroom deal, a powder, white, gritty, sold in tubs the size of a coffee can. When Linford Christie won the 100 meters and Colin Jackson set a world record in the hurdles, the rumors started almost immediately. They were using something. The International Olympic Committee spent the next 6 years trying to figure out what to do about it. I'm Dr. Stack. This is BrainStack Labs. And the question they were actually asking, is this cheating? Turns out to be one of the most revealing questions in the history of sports science. The compound is creatine. You've seen it on shelves. You've probably heard it called a legal steroid, which is either the best marketing in supplement history or the worst science communication. It's neither a steroid nor illegal, but the cheating label stuck. In 1998, the NCAA did something remarkable. They decided member institutions couldn't provide creatine to athletes, not banned. Just coaches couldn't hand it out. The message wasn't creatine is dangerous. It was something closer to, we don't know what to do with this. Meanwhile, the supplement industry made up its mind immediately. Today, the global creatine market is worth over $400 million. And here's the thing about that number. The science actually works. That's the rare part. But what the industry built on top of the science, that's where it gets interesting. Today, we're looking at what creatine actually is, what it actually does, and why the $15 tub of the boring version outperforms the $60 tub of the fancy one. Every single time. Your muscles run on a molecule called ATP. Think of ATP as a tiny rechargeable battery. When you sprint, lift, jump, anything explosive, your muscles burn through ATP in seconds. Then they need to recharge. The recharge happens through phosphocreatine. Your body breaks down phosphocreatine to regenerate ATP faster. Faster recharge means more reps, more power before your muscles give out. That's the whole mechanism. It's not complicated. It's not exotic. Here's what most people don't know. Your body already makes creatine, about 1 gram per day, produced by your liver, kidneys, and pancreas. And you're already eating it. Beef contains roughly 4 grams of creatine per kilogram. A standard steak, about 200 grams, gives you less than 1 gram of creatine. To fully saturate your muscle stores through food alone, you need to eat roughly a kilogram of raw beef daily, so the supplement exists to make that practical. What happens when you top up? Studies are consistent. Muscle phosphocreatine stores increase by 10 to 40%. More phosphocreatine. Faster ATP recycling. More output before you hit the wall. A 2003 meta-analysis by Branch G, covering 22 randomized controlled trials, found that creatine supplementation improved performance on tasks lasting under 30 seconds by about 8%. 8%. In elite sport, that is not a small number. Here's a question worth sitting with. If the science is this clear, why did it take decades for the IOC and the NCAA to come to terms with it? Part of the answer is simple. Research was moving faster than institutions could, but another part is less flattering. Creatine exploded in the 1990s, the same era as a wave of actual steroid abuse in professional sport. The cultural association was immediate. Powder in a tub. Athletes getting bigger, faster. The public connected dots that weren't there. Creatine is not a steroid. It shares no mechanism, no structure, no hormonal pathway with anabolic steroids. WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, has reviewed it repeatedly. It has never appeared on the prohibited list. By 2000, the IOC had cleared it. By the mid-2000s, the NCAA reversed itself completely. You can now walk into any college training room and find creatine monohydrate sitting next to the protein powder. The International Society of Sports Nutrition's 2017 position stand called it, and I'm quoting directly, one of the most effective nutritional supplements available to athletes in terms of increasing high-intensity exercise capacity and lean body mass. That's about as strong as scientific consensus language ever gets. Picture this. It's 2002. A supplement company has a problem. Creatine monohydrate, the thing that works, is cheap to produce. The margin isn't what they want, so someone asks the obvious question, can we make a better creatine? What followed is a case study in supplement industry creativity. Creatine, ethyl ester. Kre-Alkalyn, creatine HCl, buffered creatine, creatine nitrate, creatine magnesium chelate. Each one came with a story: better absorption, fewer side effects, no loading phase required, faster uptake. Here's what the studies actually found. A 2009 randomized controlled trial comparing creatine ethyl ester to creatine monohydrate found that monohydrate produced greater muscle creatine levels. Ethyl ester degraded into a waste product in the gut. Kre-Alkalyn, same story. A 2012 study found no significant performance differences from standard monohydrate. Creatine, HCl, is widely marketed on superior bioavailability. As of today, there are no published, peer-reviewed trials demonstrating it outperforms monohydrate in actual athletic performance. The compounds changed. The price went up. The performance did not. Creatine monohydrate costs about 5 cents per serving. 5 cents. Some of these advanced formulations run $2 to $3 per serving. That's not science. That's a price tag wearing a white lab coat. Come back to Barcelona for a second. The British athletes at those 1992 games, the ones the IOC spent years worrying about. What they had was not a shortcut, not a loophole, not an unfair advantage synthesized in some backroom lab. They had something your body already produces, something that's in every piece of red meat you eat, something that, when you take enough of it, helps your muscles recycle energy slightly faster during explosive bursts of effort. That's it. The cheating label was fear, understandable fear. It was the 1990s. Everyone was scared of what athletes were putting in their bodies, and they weren't entirely wrong to be. The era earned that suspicion. But creatine wasn't the thing they were afraid of. And here's the part that never gets talked about. After the IOC cleared it, after the NCAA reversed itself, after every major sports medicine body landed in the same place, the supplement industry looked at the most studied, most validated compound in sports nutrition history and decided the play was to make it complicated. Add a chemical group here, a buffer there, a new name, a higher price. The boring white powder in the $15 tub is still the one every significant study used. It was never about science. It was about margin. Here's what 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate per day actually does. According to 3 decades of research, it improves high-intensity performance. Anything explosive or under 30 seconds, build strength, sprint, rep count. The effect is real and consistent across hundreds of studies. The loading phase, dirty 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days, saturates your muscles faster, but if you skip it and take 5 grams daily, you'll reach the same saturation point in about 28 days. Timing doesn't matter much. Post-workout may have a slight edge. Take it consistently. Take the cheap version. That's it. The studies I referenced are in the description. Read them yourself. We do one of these every week. If that's useful, subscribe. And if you've ever paid $60 for a next-generation creatine formula, drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know how that worked out for you. I'm Dr. Stack. See you in the next one.